Hello everyone, this video is a very peculiar one. It's me doing a drawing of a character for a game that I'm working on called Keep the Keep. This character is a minion, so it's basically a worker. It's someone that does tasks for you. And they can repair mostly, and they can loot dead bodies. Now, the way I'm holding the pencil is what most people who draw tend to do when they want to avoid getting into details. So this way, by holding the pencil this way, you sort of deter yourself from going in and doing tiny details. And all I'm looking for right now is silhouette, pose, and a line dynamic. So I'm trying to get some shading just out of the lines. And as you can see now, I'm holding the pencil differently as a more common way what most people hold a pencil like when they're writing. And this is to give me a little bit more control over these lines. And I'm still trying to do, by the thickness of the line and by the weight of the line, trying to create some hierarchy about what lines are more important than what other lines. And also with the thickness to suggest some of the shading into the line, especially if it's a cut line and not an edge line, because edges are a little bit weirder to shade. But if it's like a fold and you're drawing the line in between the folds, then you can use the width of the line to suggest shadow. Line is really good on the silhouette if you want to suggest where the twists are happening and how the folds of the clothes are happening. Now, just to explain the concept, this character is supposed to be able to repair things, loot, as I said actually, and also eventually they become able to defend themselves, and that's why he's holding a knife behind his back. Also, sort of to give him a little cheeky kind of, he's not as harmless as he looks. So that's why he's holding a hammer and the knife. Now, the arm that's holding the hammer looks way wrong because I changed the position of the hammer, and therefore I twisted the wrist. Now I just left the table to look for a rubber, for an eraser actually, and you can see me erase the arm. And a lot of people think like, oh no, I don't want to erase my drawing because that means I made a mistake. And usually my answer is, so what? I mean, perfection doesn't mean that there's a perfection in the process. It just means that you deliver something that you're happy with. And if you had to clean up a mistake, that's, it happens. What I'm doing here, again, I'm holding the pencil sideways. That gives me a little bit more area of the lead to create broader shading strokes. And I'm also trying to suggest, again, hierarchy on the shading. If you see the hammer and the hand that's holding the hammer is shaded just one color. So again, not important, at least not important in the sense of the depth I want for the drawing. And I'm not adding too many layers of shading. I'm adding sort of a slight tone of gray, just almost like a bright and dark situation, adding a little bit of more shadow here and there just to create more interest in some of the areas. But again, it's pretty much just trying to create a dynamic. This arm also doesn't look right, but I'm fine with it not looking right because it is an awkward position to have your arm in, and that's why I kind of left it there, just fixing the shoulder there. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this. Take care, and I'll see you some other time.